The screen fades in slowly, like a memory trying to resurface after being buried for too long. Soft piano echoes in the background, delicate but heavy, carrying the weight of something painful. And then, silence. A single breath is heard, shaky, trembling, almost broken. The camera pans upward and there he is, Dylan Wang, sitting alone in a dim interview room, head down, hands clasped tightly together, as if trying to hold himself together before the truth slips out of him. His eyes are already red. His voice is barely steady. And yet, for the first time in years, he decides it's time to speak. He whispers, "People think they know the story. They don't." That one sentence sends a shock through the room. Through the fans. Through everyone who believed they already knew what happened between him and Shen Yue. Because for years, their relationship, whatever it truly was, had been shadowed by a rumor that refused to die. A rumor that accused Shen Yue of betraying someone close, a rumor that damaged her reputation so deeply that, even today, people still argue about it in the comments. But, tonight, Dylan is finally revealing what really happened. The screen cuts to old clips, moments when Dylan and Shen Yue looked inseparable. Behind-the-scenes laughter, playful teasing, lingering eye contact. The kind of chemistry directors pray for, and fans never forget. They weren't acting, not fully. There was something honest in their smiles, something that made viewers believe these two shared a connection deeper than scripts and stage lights. But the brighter the connection, the darker the shadows cast behind it. As the montage plays, Dylan's voice continues. The night those rumors started, I remember everything. Every mistake. Every silence. Every moment I didn't explain myself. And she misunderstood me completely. The story takes us back to that infamous night, the one fans still argue about. Paparazzi photos appeared online, blurry but powerful. Dylan was seen with another actress late at night. The internet exploded. People started asking, was Dylan cheating? Others insisted he and Shen Yue were already together secretly. Some even said they had broken up because Shen Yue found out. And then, somehow, things twisted even further until the blame landed squarely on Shen Yue. She was accused of cheating. She was accused of lying. She was accused of breaking Dylan's heart. But that wasn't the truth. Not even close. Back in the interview, Dylan lifts his head, and for the first time, a tear escapes. He doesn't wipe it away. Shen Yue didn't cheat, he says with a trembling voice. She didn't betray anyone. She didn't break anything. The secret I've been keeping is that she didn't even understand what I was going through. The narration pauses, letting that sink in. Fans online react instantly, some relieved, some heartbroken, and others furious that this truth took so long to come out. For years, people turned Shen Yue into the villain of a story she didn't even write. Dylan explains the truth. The actress he was seen with wasn't someone he was romantically involved with. She was helping him with a private family situation, something personal, painful, and not meant for the public eye. There were no romantic feelings. No betrayal. No hidden affair. But because of how the photo looked, the internet assumed the worst. And Dylan stayed silent. He lowers his head again, as if reliving the guilt. I didn't explain myself because I thought staying quiet would protect my family, he admits. But I didn't realize my silence was destroying her. Shen Yue saw the rumors. She saw the comments attacking her. She saw the fans blaming her for a betrayal she never committed. And the worst part? She thought Dylan believed them too. She thought Dylan pulled away because he doubted her loyalty. Because he thought she had something to do with the cheating accusations. But now Dylan reveals the truth that breaks him. She got me wrong, he says, voice cracking. I wasn't distancing myself because I thought she cheated. I was distancing myself because I felt guilty. Because I caused the rumor. Because I didn't know how to tell her the truth. Fan reactions flash across the screen, tweets filled with shock, heartbreak, and anger. Some say they always knew Shen Yue wasn't the type to betray anyone. Others say this is the closure they've been waiting for. But some ask an even deeper question. If this misunderstanding hurt them so deeply, were their feelings for each other stronger than anyone knew? Dylan breathes out slowly, like a man carrying a weight he can finally place down. She misunderstood everything. And I let her. I didn't explain, I didn't defend her, I didn't say anything. And that silence cost us something we can never get back. The camera shifts to old interview clips of Shen Yue where she looked tired, emotional, and unusually quiet. During one interview, she said, "Sometimes the hardest pain comes from someone you trusted suddenly feeling distant." At the time, no one knew what she meant. But now, hearing Dylan's confession, every word takes on a new meaning. He looks into the camera one final time. If she ever sees this, I want her to know she didn't hurt me.
She didn't fail me.
She didn't break anything. I failed her. I didn't tell her the truth when it mattered. The room grows still. The music intensifies, soft strings carrying the weight of unsaid apologies and broken misunderstandings. This feels less like an interview and more like the emotional climax of a drama, one where both characters were hurt, but neither truly at fault. As the screen slowly fades to black, the narrator's voice returns. Sometimes secrets don't destroy relationships.
Misunderstandings do.
And the silence between two people can grow louder than any rumor. The outro begins, slow and cinematic. But the story doesn't end, because one question remains. Do you think Shen Yue will ever respond to this? Will she forgive Dylan after all these years of misunderstanding? Or is the damage already too deep to fix? If you want more emotional C-drama stories, breaking updates, and truth-uncovering moments like this, make sure to hit like, subscribe, and tell us what you think in the comments. Your opinion may just shape the next chapter of the story. In the end, stories like this remind us of something deeper. Behind every rumor, behind every trending headline, behind every screenshot that spreads like wildfire, there are real people. People with fears, with regrets, with emotions they don't always know how to express. Dylan's confession tonight wasn't just an explanation. It was a release. A moment of honesty he held inside for far too long. A soft breath is heard. The screen shows slow-motion clips of Dylan and Shen Yue smiling during happier times. Maybe misunderstandings can break even the strongest connections. Or maybe they simply leave a wound that takes time to heal. No one knows what will happen next. No one knows if Shen Yue will respond, or if this chapter between them will finally close. But what we do know is that truth, no matter how late, still has the power to change everything. The music rises gently, hopeful. So, if this story moved you, if it made you think, if it made you feel something, make sure you hit like. Subscribe for more emotional C-drama stories, celebrity truths, and moments that reveal what really happens behind the scenes. A pause. Soft, cinematic echo. And tell us in the comments, do you think forgiveness is possible after years of silence? Or is this the ending neither of them ever wanted, but both had to face?